Alright, so for us to test our car over in ANSYS, we need to go through and save this as a step file. So to do that, we're going to go File, Export, and we're going to change the file type to step. Alright, well, this one here, step file. And then you need to change obviously the location it's going to save to. So for you guys, click on here. You'll need to go to this PC, alright, and then find your home drive, which will be in here. Okay, for me, I'm just going to save it to this hard drive here. So I'm going to go save. All right, and then click export. All right, so that should go through and export. So it'll tell you once that's done. Now you're going to have to go into Discovery. So just search for Discovery and you click on this one here. All right, for me, it's already open. So I'll just open it here for me. Now this is the test that I was doing before. So I'll just close this one down. Actually, no, I'll just reopen a new one. So what you'll do is when you come into the program, you'll need to go to Open, Browse, and then find the step file. So for you guys, it'll be in this PC and then go to your home drive. All right, but I've already got my hard drive open. So the standard car with wings, new wings. All right, step file, go Open, and I'll just go No to the previous one. Alright, so this is what it will look like when you first start up. Now, to rotate around your model, you can click and hold the scroll on your mouse. Alright, and you can rotate around. You can also click on these little icons, this little cube here. Alright, and that can obviously rotate to wherever you need to be. Alright, so to start off, what we're going to do is select the external flow. Okay, and then it's going to ask us here to select the inlet direction. So we're going to click on this arrow because that's where the wind's going to come from, the airflow. And now it's asking us to select the ground plane. So we're going to select the bottom and that will set itself up. Okay, so now the bottom should be underneath the wheels there. Okay, awesome. All right, now what we have to do from here is change the water. All right, so it's water liquid at the moment. We want to change this so it's air. So we're going to go right click, edit, and we're going to change water to air. All right, that's done. Now the next thing, the inflow, or sorry, the flow for the inlet is, well, it needs to be changed to 20 meters per second. All right, because your car will go down the track roughly about, well, it's a 20-meter track and it'll roughly go within about a second or just over a second. So we'll try and get that as accurate as possible. Okay, so that's done. The next thing we have to do is go over to monitors, select that. All right, and we're going to change the variable to force. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to hide the wind tunnel first. So you're going to right click and then go hide. And then we're going to select the whole entire car and then change this one to Y. All right, then select the tick. All right, so now it's measuring our drag force for the Y. The next thing you can do as well, same thing, it's already selected, so we can look at the Z. So this will measure our lift and downforce. So select that again. All right, so I had to click off of it and redo it. So select all, make sure it's on Z, and then select accept again. So you should have, we'll just redo that one. Might just delete that. All right, so we're going to go select all, change it to Y, and then press accept. So you should have the Z force and the Y force. Okay, so Y is measuring your drag force and Z is measuring your lift and down force. So you can just cancel out these, we'll look at them later. All right, so the next thing that we can do is get started with the test. So you're going to go down here to solve and select that, and it will automatically start a virtual sort of wind tunnel for you. Now at the moment it's using vectors, So if I highlight over here, you can change the thickness, the count, all sort of stuff, depending on what you want to get out of your results. Now, if you deselect that, you can go across. I would say streamlines are probably the one that you want to focus on. So select that. Once again, you can change the thickness and the count, but you can also grab the outer circle here and you can reduce that down. So we're looking at it as a plane, and we can grab this red arrow, drag it across, so you can focus on certain parts of your car depending on what you want to test. All right, so for example, if you want to look at your front wing, we could change the view. All right, and you could do a screenshot here of the front wing just to analyze how the airflow moves around. What you can also do is I'll just extend that back out. Actually, sorry, I'll keep it like that, but what I'll do is I'll rotate it around this way. All right, so once again, you can grab it and focus on certain areas of your car. All right, and once again, you can get screenshots depending on what you're trying to show. All right, we can untick that. All right, you got particles as well. This one here is probably the one that I think most of you will be interested in. It gives you a lot more detail about how the airflow moves around your car body. So once again, you can move that plane to focus on certain areas. All right, you can rotate it like we did before. All right, now the one thing that you're probably noticing is that only has a small sort of work plane that it's working on at the moment. We can extend that out. So if you go down to settings and we go to show minimum and maximum locations, and if you click on that blue dot and then grab the outer square, you can drag that out, all right, as long as you need, and then once again you can start moving that around to show the airflow around certain parts. For your results over here, you've got, so like I showed you before, the Y force is obviously the drag on your car. So if you want to reduce that, or you do want to reduce that as much as you can, all right, for all your prototypes that you run. The Z force is your lift and down force. So once again, you want to try and reduce that as well. All right, and you got your max velocity and your pressure drop as well that you can focus on. What you can do down here is you can change the fidelity. All right, and obviously if you increase that all the way to the top, you're going to get more accurate results. It will take a little bit longer to simulate that test for you. And you can see it happening here as that bar goes across. And when I hover over it, it says it's still solving at the moment. So when that comes up as complete, then obviously you know that your test is completely done and you can get those screenshots for your results. So I'll just pause the video for that simulation to complete. Now when I highlight over here, it says complete. So I know that's ready to go now. Like I showed you up here, you've got your results. So if I click on the Y force, all right, it will show me this little graph. All right, that's now complete. So I can then take a screenshot of that, put it into your portfolio, and just show the result that you've got for this test. Then once again, you can go through, make changes to your car, bring it back into here, test it again, and see if you've improved that. So yeah, like I said before, you want to try and reduce the force in newtons as much as you can. To get better results, especially for your the racing for the F1 Schools competition. All right, once that's done, yeah, like I said, you can play around with all of these different settings to try and get perfect screenshots for explaining to the judges what you actually want to achieve with the design that you've got. But then once you obviously complete, you can go through and save this if you need to. But if you don't need to, then obviously you can just close it all down. But if you go over here, we can go and save that to your home drive. So at least you've got a record of what you've done so far. So if you have to come back to this test, that model is always there ready for you.